This right here is the DREO Dehumidifier 733S. And if you have a basement or laundry room, bathroom, bedroom, just any space that feels humid or even damp or uncomfortable, this right here is the exact type of product that will make a real difference. Because a high humidity is not just annoying, because it can make rooms feel warmer or colder, but what's even worse, it can also create nasty, musty smells, and worse yet, it will go all the way to mold growth over time. So keeping the humidity in check is very, very important, not only for your comfortability, but also for your health. Now the DREO 733S is designed for just that. With powerful moisture removal out of the air, it will solve this problem fully. On top of that, it is very energy efficient, and it also has a smart control through the app. Right there, it is Energy Star 6.0 certified, and it can remove up to 3.7 pints of water per just 1 kilowatt hour of energy, which means it is built to pull out the moisture out of the air while keeping the energy costs down. And depending on the conditions, it can remove up to 73 pints per day when the humidity is high, and then also up to 22 per day in standard conditions basically. And also with the powerful fan in here, it will keep the air moving. So for laundry drying, this is crazy powerful. And it can also cover spaces of up to 2000 square feet. Low noise, great display. So yeah, looks and sounds amazing, right? But is it actually that good? Well, let's find out. So here we have the box. That's what it will look like. We have a little unboxing guide on the top. Other than that, small print on the side. So let's open it up. We have the app, we have the support, and underneath, great padding, we already have the machine as well as accessories. So here we go, the machine, and the box is now empty. So let's move on right away. By the way, when you get the machine, it will also be wrapped, fully wrapped up, perfectly protected. And here we have this hose, and we can connect this to the back to have a permanent disposal of the water that it will filter out of the air. And then of course the paperwork right there. So here we have the quick start guide, and here on the back we have everything that we need to know about this device. And we also get a dedicated manual. And in here we have all of these contents. So right here, this is good to know. And this also, most of it was already covered on the quick start guide anyways. And we also have a great app. This machine is no joke. Let me also remove all of that while we're at it. This, well, it packs quite a punch. It's great to move around. It's rolling very smoothly. Great carrying handles on the side. Here on the back, we can super easily remove this for cleaning. So in other words, this is a high capacity, high output dehumidifier, but for the unbeatable DREO price point. And yeah, right here on the side, we can take out the tank. So let's take a close look. So here on the top, we have this little sticker with more infos. Here, of course, we have the ejection of the dry air. The moist air will get sucked in here through the back. So dust and debris will get filtered out here, can be easily cleaned off. Now down here, this is where we can plug in the hose if you don't want to use a tank. And right there, we also can store the plug. We have cable management integrated. And here we also have the most important specs as well as how to use it. Here it says sensor. This is how it will measure the air humidity. Then right there, important safety note, carrying handles on the side. Other than that, that's what the side looks like. And on the other side, we have the tank right here. And the tank itself has a nice carrying handle, and also in here, a nice gauge. So this guy right there, it will float. It's a little floater. This makes it very easy to read the water level. Huge capacity, easy to carry. Very clean build, also from the inside. So back in with the tank, nice and long cable. And lastly, let's also check out the bottom. So these are the rolls, super smooth. So let's bring it inside, plug it in and test it. So there we go. As you can hear, washing machine is already running. We have two of them. This one, I will use this one too as well. So I will use it for laundry drying in a very, very fast way. Usually right here, I also have a similar sized dehumidifier, but the price point is at least 3 times of what this machine would cost. So let's power it up. We can control it right here. Short press to turn it on. Check this out. Oh, this flickering is, by the way, not visible at all in real life. This has a nice uniform color and it has now started up. Air is coming out from here. 50% of humidity. As I said, I usually have one running set up at 50%. So let's check out the M button right there. Continuous and also auto. So with the auto mode, it will target the percentage, and with the continuous mode it will just keep running. For this mode the hose makes sense. Actually, I think we can pause this for better audio quality. Then here with the plus minus, actually let me go to the auto mode. Then here with the minus we can set the percentage. So right there, let's go 45, and then we can also set the fan speed. As you can see, 3 different fan speeds, 3 and 1. With 1 it's of course very silent. Here we can set up the Wi-Fi and when we long press, and then also a timer, as you can see. So right there, all the way up to 24 hours. Then we also have the light bulb. Here we can turn on and off the whole light for the lower one as well as the display, and we can also lock it right there. So 3 seconds and it is now locked, LC, and then we can also unlock it again, and that's pretty much it. So as you can see, super simple, super intuitive. And before I will start up this machine and go for a real stress test, let me also show you the app. That's the app right here. There is only one app, you can't go wrong, so let's open it up. And first of all, agree, and then give it all the permissions, and then create an account. And after inserting the code, setting up the name, we are ready to go. So just like that, we can add a device, give it the permissions, and then we also need to activate the Wi-Fi. 5 seconds. We have the timer right there. Wi-Fi is now active, and we have it right there, right off the bat. So easy as that. Next, connect to Wi-Fi now. And after that is done, which is quite fast, as you can see, we can now even set the color, and done. So we can update the firmware. Why not? Let's do it right now. Updating, let's go. Wow, that was quick. Okay, so we have quick tips, right? Then this, and also we can set the device timer. Also in the app we have a discover page with all the other amazing DREO products, and we have the account tab right here, but we want to check out the humidifier, the dehumidifier of course. When we pull down we can refresh the page, and we can connect to it now from all over the world and check out dehumidity even when you're on vacation, for example. Now when we tap on the machine, we have the control right there. We can read up on all the different functionalities, really nice. We can even turn it off and also turn it on remotely. Then we have the auto, continuous as well as custom mode. So for different temperature zones you can even set them up. That's really cool. Wow, that's incredibly advanced already. So we have the auto, we have the fan speed from low to mid to high, and we can also change the light settings, really cool. Then we can also turn on and off the display, we can turn off the sound, the child lock right there, and also a power failure recovery. That's great to have for sure. And then we also have the quick overview, so right there, turning it down or off and then turning it on. Here, quick overview about the humidity. Also when we click here we can open up the detailed insights. Now here we can set up schedules. For example, we can set up a timed on or off, or also a period right there, looks like that, really nice. And then we also have the humidity, and we will check back later on. And then right here we also have the usage statistics from day to week. Now this will get filled up over time. And lastly, we also have settings. Here we can rename it, update the firmware, and even upgrade the smart capabilities. We can, for example, also control it over Google or Amazon Alexa. Really nice, really advanced. So it looks awesome. The app is amazing. Now it's all about the performance. So, and there we go after a full night of dehumiding a total of 3 loads. Now this is already bone dry. Here's the time lapse. As you can see, first of all, I had the fan point literally out of the door. That was stupid. So I had to reposition it so that the fan actually blows the air into the room, which makes the drying super fast. And best of all, here in the app, we can actually see everything perfectly. Not only do we have a 24 hours statistic, but also for the month. Really cool. And now check this. Right here is when I emptied out the 2 machines, it spiked up to 60%, and after just a good 3 hours it was back under control. And then right here in the middle of the night I hung up another machine, spiked up to around 50, and after no time it was back under full control. Right there we have the little floater, super responsive, and it's very nice to see. Yeah, and lastly, let's empty out the tank. So check this out, pulling it out is super easy, and again in real life this flickering is not visible at all. So there it is, and we can simply just like that empty it out into a sink or toilet, whatever you name it. Great design, it's very easy to do it, to empty it out. So back in, and we even get the real-time notifications, but now we are back in operation mode. Auto mode is perfect, and all in all this is a great device, super affordable, and it deserves a massive thumbs up from my side. So overall, the DREO Dehumidifier 733S feels like a very practical solution for anyone who is dealing with too much moisture at their home. The biggest thing for me is that it is not just about pulling moisture out of the air, but it's also doing that in a smart and very energy efficient way. Also, the Energy Star 6.0 certification is important because a dehumidifier is usually running for many hours a day, so the long-term energy usage really matters. Then I also like the fact that through the DREO app you can control this remotely, check the settings, check the status, the humidity, and you even get energy saving estimations, so it's very nice and very informative. And with that you can actually see and understand what it's doing and how it's saving you money in real time. Then there is also the super convenient auto mode where you can simply set your humidity percentage and it will run until it will reach the target, power off, and then power on again when the humidity gets higher again. And this way you can keep it perfectly in check. For example, I set it up at 50%, and that's a great middle ground. This way there is no need to check the settings manually, you don't even need the app, but of course you can also at any time check just on your phone. Then of course the display is also super helpful because you can just walk up to it and also see at any moment how the condition of your room is. And thanks to the nice carrying handles, you can actually move this around in your house, in your flat without any issues. So especially if you're looking for a prevention of musty smells or even damp, this is a great device for that. It brings a lot to the table, especially for this price point. It's quite amazing. So yeah, check out the product links in the description if you're interested. I will list and link the best deals for you. But before you go, smash that like button, then subscribe, ring the bell and click all to never miss amazing tech magnet videos. And that's it for this one, and show you then I will see you soon.